But I would suggest that we wait for the official announcement that will be made by the presidential office as regards his participation in the G20. The situation is obviously tense. The fighting continues, that we are open and are looking towards a peaceful resolution of the conflict. The Ukrainian side has repeatedly said that it is not interested in negotiations with Russia. In the press secretary who came on record as regards the presidential schedule in connection with the G20, but I would suggest that we wait for the official announcement that will be made by the presidential office as regards his participation in the G20, in what format it will be, who is going to represent Russia at the summit. I think that such an announcement will be made shortly.
Right. So it has been more than 1.5 years since the conflict began between Russia and Ukraine. What is the situation right now? Can we expect some peace in the future?
The situation is obviously tense. The fighting continues. We have been very straightforward from the very start that we are open and are looking towards a peaceful resolution of the conflict. However, the Ukrainian side has repeatedly said that it is not interested in negotiations with Russia. The Western backers of Ukraine continue to supply Ukraine with weapons and military equipment. It doesn't leave space towards the resolution and the peace on the ground, the cessation of hostilities on the ground. I would like to specifically point out that for decades prior to the aggravation of the situation last year, Russia has been very open and straightforward in our talks with NATO countries, with Europe, with the United States, saying that the expansion of NATO eastwards, the dangers that it poses towards Russia are very serious. And if we don't take measures, if we don't come to an agreement, mutually acceptable agreement as regards the security situation in Europe, it would eventually erupt into a military conflict, into a situation when there is no space for peaceful resolution of the controversies and of various dangers that we have in Europe as regards the security situation. no spaces would be left for that, and the situation will become very tense and would lead to a military conflict. Nobody listened to us. Russia's viewpoint has been dismissed as irrelevant, and now we have the consequence to that adamant position that the West has taken. So it's not that at the moment it's not that Russia has taken the aggressive position. It is specifically the defensive line that we have been executing, and it is up to the West, it is up to Ukraine to start listening to us and start seriously contemplating the peaceful resolution of the current conflict. We are ready for that, but the other side doesn't seem so.
So many countries have also expressed their desire to join the BRICS grouping. What are your views on that, on the BRICS expansion, since we know that in the recently held BRICS summit there were 6 countries invited?
Indeed, the BRICS summit that has just concluded in South Africa has been a very remarkable one. The decisions taken are very important towards strengthening the BRICS as a grouping that aims towards an inclusive cooperation with everyone, which aims towards an equal cooperation with all the countries in the world. I would counter the viewpoint